nagging feeling that that's in my toes, because I think one doctor said it has something to do with drinking.
Well, it definitely could. Are you diabetic?
No.
He's sick and tired with their system of...
Еврей. Может, его знали, как его? Александр. Сейчас вспомню.
Excellent.
Оксидрон. Точно, оксидрон.
Yeah.
Вот, и он тоже вроде так вот делает.
So I'm just going to go little teeny pieces at a time, okay? Keep breathing. I hate when people stop breathing.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. You know, the rest of the nails are kind of curved like a horseshoe. This is like a horseshoe and then another 90 degrees in, so...
Yeah, that one's been kind of a pain over the years.
Yeah. So there is a procedure that can be done. Once you get someplace, once you get housing, or you find yourself not here, because you have to keep it clean and you have to soak it every day. But we can take off either just that edge, just the edge over here, or the whole nail, and have it not grow back.
That sounds painful.
You know what, it really isn't. And with this piece of nail, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
That one sucked.
Yeah, this one is just because it's curved right in, it's growing right into the skin there. So, again, I'm gonna go little teeny pieces, but we gotta get that out of the skin there.
I'm sure that's why it was hurting so much when you took your sock off that day.
I didn't take the sock off.
Or the
I took-
shoe.
And it was that toe.
Oh. I'm
Oh, it was your left
surprised-
one?
I'm surprised it wasn't this one.
Oh, yeah, this one looks way more painful.
This was uncomfortable.
And yeah, and part of the problem here is that the skin is growing up right under the curve of the nail.
Yeah, during the summer when I was in an apartment, did a little bit of, actually I did quite a bit of work on them.
It's hard when you're here.
But, I mean, I've only been here a week and a half at this point, but
How are the prospects for getting housing?
We'll see in a little bit here. I'm gonna try and rent a car to do Uber and
Which is fine for these nails, but not your big one or your
Right.
baby one that's so thick.
I just want to get them back looking at least decent enough to wear slippers.
Yeah, well, once we're done, then you should be able to manage it.
And we already got, gonna fly to Boston in June.
Well, and then your granddaughters are moving, yeah?
My granddaughters are moving to Florida.
That's right, we talked about that last
Yeah,
time.
but they're gonna move after they're done with school and when they come back from Herzl camp. Yeah, that's most kind of painful for me.
Yeah, I bet. Well, once people are traveling again, they can send you guys tickets to come down.
We can afford tickets. No problem. They want us to move and live in Florida. But I'm a masochist and I like snow.
Or you're not, because you don't like swampy heat in the summer.
That's true as well. Well, they're gonna come, because of that heat. they will, come to Minnesota in summertime. For them, most important is to be exactly 6 months in Florida to take benefits of
Residency.
tax laws. Yeah.
Yeah. They are not alone.
Yeah, I know.
From the wheelchair, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We'll get this trimmed down. Make sure there isn't like an open sore or something underneath it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go little teeny bit at a time.
My mother had the same kind of feet.
Did she, where the toes kind of curved over in the front?
She used to say, "Oh, my poor feet hurt."
And now you know why.
Laugh, you know.
Yeah, because you couldn't relate when you were little.
No, all I knew is that I took all, if I were carrying anything for her, rather than, because we used to walk to wherever we were going for shopping.
Or was that just her way of getting you to carry everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Up. All right. Need to make sure it stays in the frame there.
Okay.
All right, so let's trim this down. I'm going very little pieces at a time here. All right, so this didn't bother you till you ran over it with a wheelchair?
No, that particular toe, no, not that I noticed as a toe. I mean, only what you're doing, that was there, but
This corn on the end?
yeah, I just think I hit it so hard with
Yeah,
the metal underneath the chair.
okay. Now, if anything I'm doing here is hurting, you let me know.
Okay.
And you keep pulling away, so I gotta make sure it stays in the field there.
You're getting on tender ground.
I know, I can see that. And there's also some bleeding in the base of this callus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I filled out all your paperwork and I felt kind of stupid because I didn't know the answers to what the questions were
Like what?
because I don't go to the doctors very often.
Now, how old are you?
86,
You're 86 and not on a single medication. That's great.
I know,
I think you're one of 2 patients that I know of.
yeah. Very fortunate.
Yes, very good health. Very lucky. A lot of that is genetic. How old did your mother live till?
She was 87.
Okay. Okay, is this hurting?
A little.
Okay. Can you tolerate it if I keep going a bit?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure that there's not an open sore at the base of this.
Okay. You're like me, an animal freak, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, try and relax this for me. A little bit.
I've got a possum coming. I think there's 2 of them.
Oh, really?
And she used to come after my raccoon came.
Uh-huh.
And she'd come, but she's still coming. And
Up on your porch?
yeah.
in the back?
She comes up, I feed her.
Oh,
And
I had one that came for a
they're
while.
funny, aren't they?
I loved him, but then he stopped coming, so I don't know if he got run over.
Yeah,
Or-
because they're kind of slow, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, the dog
And this
next
one was-
door watches him.
The what?
Have a big dog next door that suddenly saw him,
Ah,
or her, or maybe the 2 of them, I don't know. but she climbs up a tree in my yard and goes down into the big area, you know.
Yeah. Well, your backyard is like a wildlife sanctuary.
Yeah,
It's so big and woodsy.
and there's a lot of places for her to hide too.
Yeah.
I have been taking some, I don't know what you call it, pills that you buy on the outside of medicine
For what?
for my legs because I was having trouble with them, and they seem to help my feet too.
Okay. Good.
We had something going off in the yard the other night on the road. A policeman and a helicopter
Oh.
and trucks and lights
Wow.
and I don't know what it was. And the next door neighbor said, well, her husband had asked the policeman, and he said, well, it's been a truck in the neighborhood. Well, we started seeing this beautiful buck coming in my yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if he isn't out there trying to get a kill on, you know. And the police found him. I don't know.
You think someone was trying to hunt deer in your
Oh,
neighborhood?
yeah, they tried once before.
Oh.
And I went out with a big flashlight
That's
and
scary.
blinded them. They were in the dark. And I blinded them in their car. And I said, if you don't go, I'm going to get my gun and shoot you. I don't have a gun. They took off.
You
I
got
said,
some
he's not
spunk.
coming in here and you're not going to kill him.
You got some spunk, lady. I'll tell you what.
Huh?
I said, you've got some spunk.
Well, I like my animals.
Yeah. Okay, so I've trimmed most of this dead skin off,
Okay,
and we're gonna get an x-ray and make sure there's not something going on inside
okay.
the toe. Okay. So what I want to have you do first, though,
Pardon?
what I want to have you do first is I'm just going to put your sock on, and I want you to stand up and tell me if this feels better, because maybe the whole problem was just this huge, thick callus on the tip of the toe.
Okay. all right.
So where is
The pre-rental too, okay.
the pre-rental?
Yeah, you have to have enough to tell Hertz that you have enough money to do
Oh.
it. And here I was like, oh, a deposit, and I go make the money, and all right. That tickled. That was weird.
Better to tickle than hurt. It's looking good, much better already.
Okay, I'm gonna thin these out and just smooth them down. So you'll
loop. And so I mark it down, I've got a chart to do right what I've done. And so I take my blood pressure and I take my weight and my oxygen in my blood
Mm-hmm.
and, oh golly. So then, what else?
So by the time you get done doing all your exercises, it's time to go to bed, huh?
Yeah, then I can finally have pour my orange juice and have breakfast. Oh my God, yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, there's a sore under this one too.
So,
Yep. because that nail was so thick and it was pressing on the, actually, that's not the nail. The nail's up here. And that was where that callus was digging into the skin. So
What did you say?
I said, right here, you had this great big callus that curled around and was digging into the skin right there, and it broke the skin open.
Oh, that was gonna bleed.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I knew I had to get it come over sometime.
Yep. I think this toe wins the prize.
Wins the prize?
For the thickest callus and the thickest nail so far this month.
Oh.
Okay, I'll use my little sander to thin it out a little bit
I've done
more.
the biggest complaint. Big phosphorus pill. That's a pill. That's a deal. And so and I could eat anything I want to fix. So I usually make oatmeal in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm lucky if I can eat it all. It's one of those little instant oatmeal packs. So, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
great. Lots of tough skin, I guess.
Mostly on this toe. Yep.
I'm gonna ask for Sarah in the kitchen. Oh, God. Today also.
I'm sorry, what?
I do a lot of eye drops.
Ah.
I have macular degeneration.
Yeah.
The dry time.